All right, so we got to try this again because my last YouTube video about chicken strips didn't work out. For some reason, it didn't like my posting on there. So I'm going to try it again here. We got a new internet service. We're switched over to a cable internet service instead of the DSL because the provider that with our DSL was having a hard time. Every time it would rain, our telephone would call 911. It would report distress, and we'd have police show up here at our door. So that went on for a while, and they couldn't figure out what it was. Something about water in the lines or whatever. So anyway, we switched over, and we're on cable now. And I just posted a video about chicken strips, tire chicken strips. Somebody on one of the members in our club on Venture Rider, I had posted an article, a thread about a new tire I had just put on the back of Tweexus here. It's a Kenda tire, and I had posted pictures of that tire that's on there right now when it was brand new. Okay, I had posted the pictures on there, and in that thread, in talking this recent thread about tires, one of our club members mentioned, hey, your chicken strips match mine. And anyway, a conversation ensued over dinner between Tip and I about what in the world was he talking about? Chicken strips. We thought he was talking about first about like Kentucky Fried chicken strips. And one thing led to another. You know, I took Maggie out for a ride, and I'm thinking about what in the world is he talking about? Chicken strips and tires. Well, it finally dawned on me. All right. Here's what I've concluded with. Okay. If you look at the back of Maggie here, all right. This is her back tire. This was brand new on it. It still had the nubs on it when I bought it. Okay. And the guy hadn't even ridden on this when I bought Maggie from him. So now these tires have got like 2,000 miles on them, 2,500 miles, 5,000 miles. I don't know. It's got a bunch of miles on it anyway. So I've been riding her. All right. And if you'll notice here, this tire has a big radius, okay? And you'll notice that it's scruffed here, all right? It's scruffy here, but not out here right on the very edge, okay? Now there's a strip, there's a line, a distinct line of where I haven't ridden yet, and it's about the width of my fingernail, see that? About a half an inch there, all right? And I'm thinking that the club member that was talking about chicken strips, that's the strip that he's talking about. That would be like I'm a chicken, I'm afraid to lean it over and ride on that part of the tire, okay? And something interesting on this tire that I noticed. Well, this was on that other video too that I did that didn't work out, so I'm just going to go ahead and repeat myself here. On this edge of the tire, there's one of the little nubs, okay? On this edge of the tire, it's nowhere near as wide, a quarter inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch, okay? So on the left side of that tire, okay? So what that's telling me, if I'm understanding what he was referring to as a chicken strip, I'm less chicken to lean down left than I am chicken to lean down right. Now, that's I know that's getting pretty deep. It's hard for me. I have no clue. I don't know. I never really even thought about it until this whole conversation about chicken strips come up. So on my R1, you can see I'm half an inch chicken on the right side and a quarter or a 3/8 inch chicken leaning to the left, okay? Now on Maggie, this tire was brand new. Those pictures that he was looking at were actually of the brand new tire. It hadn't even been ridden on yet. But now these tires, now this back tire has got about 3,000 miles on it, okay? And it's still, this is that Kenda tire, and it's still got pretty nice radius. It's nice and radius and stuff. But if you look at here on this back tire now that we've ridden on it, my chicken stripe on Maggie's chicken strip is about a half an inch, okay? About the same as on Tweeks's is about the same here as it is on Maggie. So I'm leaning her down there pretty good. And then I noticed too, I noticed on the other one, now here on Tweeks's, about the same on both sides, about a half an inch on both sides on Tweeks's back tire. Now I gotta tell you, I don't like on Maggie. We got some pretty sharp corners here, a couple of hairpins, and some pretty nice sweepers and stuff. And, you know, if you're going into a corner doing the speed limit, probably thinking that measurement right there you could tell maybe if somebody's speeding. But like I'm not admitting to anything here, okay? But I'm telling you that I do ride Maggie a little bit harder than I do Tweeks's. That thing is that hard one is so much fun. But anyway, yeah. So but I do corner pretty good on Tweeks's, okay. And then on the other video, and I'm going to put it on this one too, I noticed here on my trainer bike. This is the moped that I used on. If you go to YouTube, search YouTube for Ride Like a Geezer, Geezer. Okay, this is the bike that I was training geezers how to ride. Okay, and I did some pretty hefty turning on this thing in that video. All right, and you could if you look at this tire on the front of this bike, if you look at this, its chicken mark is way down here. Now after the tread, okay, the tread's used, all right, all the way through the tread, and then off the tread, you got to get off the tread on that radius of that tire. You got to get off the tread. Here is where the chicken mark is at, way down on the side of the tire. So you might want to go to Geezer, Ride Like a Geezer on YouTube and see why that's the case. Because I'm not as much of a chicken on a moped as I am on, let's say, that R1. All right, that R1 can scare some of the crap out of me. You would have to come and ride it to understand why. Maggie she is so much fun. And Tweeks's is a lot of fun too. Okay, but probably, and we get into some. I like doing twisties on it. She's quite a bike for all intent and purposes. Okay, so that's my guess. That's my guess as to what the club member was talking about chicken strips. All right, chicken strips. That carbon fiber. Wow, I love bikes. Talking bikes. They're so much fun. So there you have it. Yeah, there you have it. Jerome, Arizona. Roadrunner.